Yeah, that's what it is. Woo! Hey, guys. What the, what the hell am I doing, guys? Namaste. God bless. How are all of you? I just, I just pulled a Tony Robbins. I was like, oh, baby. Happy Wednesday. I'm going to get over my giggles and get to the point here. I'm still laughing at myself. If Facebook ever, like, showed behind the scenes before I came on, you guys would have laughed your head off, because you got to get in this state of mind before doing anything. And I got this ritual, and I just go at it and talk. And if these walls could talk, anyway, it's Wednesday. It's National Stress Awareness Day, and that's one thing I've tried to master and still do to this day. I mean, stress is just devastating to the soul, But to help with that stress, I didn't even realize it was today. It's National Donut Day. And granted, I've been in the field 40 years, minimum. I'd say 39, 40. Much love to my ex. When I was like 18, I quit high school. I was a loser. He goes, get him a job, have him turn him into a baker. And granted, mind you, it turned out very well. And I had no idea. I mean, people don't realize this is a donut. No, there's an immense process to make this thing. And if you guys ever have the chance to really see how it's done, it won't just be a donut. There's a process. There's a fermentation process. There's a chemical process. So I've been proudly making people fat for 4 decades, and I'm happy for that. But it makes them feel better. But on this Wednesday, I want to share with you guys an issue with time. It's funny because I'm not digressing. I'm making a point here. I just finished decorating the little penthouse here for America's Mentor. And when I looked at it this morning before I left for work, there was a big hole in the tree. You guys ever do that? You're in the mood, you're decorating, you're getting the tree done, and you forgot a whole section, like right in the middle. Transformation is basically the same way. We're just missing a little point on this journey to transform. It ain't like the caterpillar to butterfly. The nature takes in, dissolves it, creates it, boom. It's natural. Transformation, we got to learn that shit. And sometimes it does indeed take time. And you find out your missteps. And it's the attitude, like I opened with, is how I approached it. I knew that I was learning something, so I'll get excited about it. You take that kind of attitude about life. I mean, life's going to show you the most amazing things. But I have the quote box tonight. Penned from William Penn. Pardon the pun, Mr. Penn. Time is what we want most, but what we use worst. Indeed. And granted, I guarantee Mr. Penn didn't pen this Penn quote, mind you, out of planning. This wasn't about planning. This was about being. How you spend your time is how your being in that time will determine how it's created. It's hard for people to realize that because we were taught hustle, grind, struggle, goal setting, bang your head against a friggin' wall, and life's going to give you what you want. I mean, it's not. It's transformation was me understanding that missing point, indeed, because it was me understanding how I was being in the time I was using. Not how, I mean, you could plan anything there, meatball, but it's how I was being, how I was as a person, my energy in the moment, and using that same energy to the moment, to the next moment, next moment, and next moment. And that is a repetitious process of creation. And it's great because Inner Life with Asha, A-S-H-A, had a great segment on Instagram about that. And then I'm going to get into the great Alan Watts to help you guys understand it's not just about gratitude and thankful. Who are you being right now? And the question I want you to remember is it worth it? And I say that with all due respect because anytime that life throws a curveball, I mean, I was at work the other day. I was at work. And, you guys think I'm all happy and great. We're busy, man. And I have this tendency to drop shit on my head. I don't understand why. It's been happening since day one. Probably why I got a big head. But at work the other day, something fell on my head again. I was like, And I took what was in my hand and threw it across the room. And then I said, okay, I'm good. I'm good. I just had to get out of that state because I was like, ugh, it happened again. I was like almost like expecting it. But that's how we react in life. That's fine for the moment, but indeed, it doesn't have to drag on to the next moment, the next moment, and the next moment. So time is what we want most, indeed. But how do we use the time? In other words, how are we being in the time? Stuff can happen, yeah, and we can react like I did. I threw shit across the room, but there was nobody there, mind you. It was before we opened. And I got back into state as soon as I could because, yes, okay, I got it out of my system. But Inner Life with Asha, or Asha, if you want to say it from Instagram, she's up there in the age bracket, but she's got some great wisdom, man. And how do you define time in the moment of being, which is a great segment that she put out there. And she noted and denoted your vibration is absolutely everything that you do. So in the moment, like I said, I threw something, it was temporary. Her whole point is how are you being throughout the process of the course of the day. In other words, how are you using or being in the time that we have? Vibration is your reality. You are what you do with your energy. Your thoughts, your feelings, your actions come into you, and whatever vibration that is, you will absorb it. And the great thing about work is that I didn't let it get to me like I was laughing at before. I didn't let what had happened get to me, even though it happened. This is like the 100th time something has fallen on my friggin' head. I didn't let it get to me. I kind of laughed afterwards, said, oh, yeah, whatever. She goes on to say, you're just an ever-changing field of energy. So what you are adding, so what are you adding to the energy? Hence, is it worth it? Remember those words the next time something quote-unquote disturbing or bad happens or irritating in your life. Is it worth it to stay in that moment? And that's the powerful question I asked myself after what had happened. Simple as it was, but people will drag that on for hours and hours and hours. The thing fell on my head. They'll talk to their associates about it. This thing fell here. I can't believe it. Again. Let it go. Let it go, because who you're being in the moment is what you're creating for the next moment. So if you want to create more frustrating situations of shit hitting your head, just keep staying in that. Or you can let it go. It sounds so simple, but that's part of the missing piece, like I was mentioning before with the missing spot in the tree. It's stuff that we miss. It's understanding our awareness. It's understanding who we are in the moment and acting accordingly. Because if we have these goals, if we're planning this, elaborate life, that's great. That's fantastic. You have an intention. That's fantastic. But you have to be inside the intention before it can manifest on the outside. You have to be the love that you've always wanted to attract the love you've always wanted. You have to be wealthy on the inside to construct a life of opportunity and abundance on the outside. It's that kind of revelation that it's a great eye-opener. So again, is it worth it? Is it worth getting angry over the little things? Is it worth, having these issues in your life that you keep waking up to every day because they're just going to re-manifest in your life? And the next time something happens that irritates you, ask that question. Is it worth my time? Is it worth my energy? Because that's going to create a vibration. It's going to attract back to me more situations about that. That's your karma. If you guys are all into that karma shit, yeah, it's going to come back to you. Yeah, it's going to come back to you, all right? So you got to make the choice whether to live in it, then dwell in it, and then construct it, and then manifest it. So that's completely and utterly up to you. But Alan Watts gave us an alternative. And I wanted to share with you guys and let you go enjoy your Wednesday, because when you start asking, is it worth it, you'll start uttering these words in your life. And it's really beautiful, man. I love this because it'll really give you a better idea about life, that not to be so hard on yourself. And to realize that, yes, indeed, stuff does happen, but is it worth it to let it drag on and drag on? What the ex did 10 years ago or 5 months ago, that you lost all of this years ago. What's going on right now? Is it worth it? And I guarantee a lot of you say, no, it's not worth it. I'm going to be a better person. And Alan Watts said this: all you have to decide is what to do with the time that you have. You won't get to choose how long you're here. You don't know how many sunrises you have left. You don't get to rewind, pause, or skip the hard chapters. All you get is now. And he goes on to say, we often overlook the profound simplicity of our initial blessings. Waking up, the sun's ascent, the effortless filling of our lungs with air, and the steady beats of our hearts. While life may not always grant our every desire, each new morning presents another opportunity, and that alone, we have the abundant reason to be grateful. Is it worth it for you to dwell on what has happened to you in your life? Is it worth it to you to keep going back to that chapter in your life that keeps setting you back and creating what? Negative energy. And the point of all this is to get out of the realm of our old thinking and the transformative realm of positive thinking about ourselves. Because we're the source. We're the creation point. Everything in our life starts in here. And that revelation alone should wake you the hell up and not worry about the small stuff in life. Don't worry about the small stuff. It's not that easy. I get it. It's not. But that missing piece, like I mentioned with my tree, you're going to find it. You're going to find it. You're going to say, wait, this is my epiphany. This is what's going to happen in my life now. And then you start following through. The unnatural in turn becomes natural. He closes the statement. And this is what you can ask yourself. Is it worth it? What if everything that went wrong was actually going right? What if your struggles are shaping you for something bigger? These are the questions you can ask yourself. What if the setback was just part of a setup? These powerful questions will change your life, my friend. You start really reflecting on why things are happening in your life. First off, you start noting and understanding. They start within here, like I said. What if that rejection was really redirection? These powerful questions will give you some insight on why things are happening in your life. That you got rejected because you weren't the person that you were supposed to be to get what you truly wanted. You got to work on yourself. You got to work on the inner self. You got to work on the person that is just dying to come out, man. You got to be that best self. Those are not some abstract inspirational words. That's a formula for a life filled with exactly what you want. Because you're not going to hold it in here anymore. You're going to release it. You're going to let down the drawbridge of the castle that you've been living in. And you're going to start understanding that life is just a reflection of what I am feeling and thinking on the inside. That revelation alone should wake you the hell up and not dwell, in situations. Yeah, I whacked my head, but, in essence, I was laughing after I'd made my formality of throwing something across the room. I got it out of my system. Indeed. Get what has happened to you out of your system as much as you can. Because in the moment, is it worth it to dwell on it? In the moment, is it worth it to keep going back to what hurt you? In the moment, is it worth it to have a better life? The light bulb goes off above your head. You start realizing, wait, in the moment, it's in our moments that create our destiny. You keep working on that. You keep pushing that narrative. Life is going to give you more of that. It's living from a scientific level, a metaphysical level that changed me. When I based my reality years ago on an ism, all the ism gave me was more lack. Not going against the ism, but saying, wait, I'm better than this. What am I missing? You start asking better questions, man. You start getting better answers. You start asking what you're missing about why you don't have what you desire in life. Look on the inside. Look in the mirror. If you look at yourself in the mirror, you're getting a reflection of exactly what you're seeing. You change your reflection, you change the outcome. It's the same thing about life. Simple metaphors about that will help you understand that, yes, indeed, things have happened in my life, but it has not shaped me. It's educated me. A lot of us don't realize that till like the third or fourth time. And I should have medals on my shirt for that but indeed I can laugh about it because when I realized that I asked the question, is it worth it to dwell on it? No, because all of this, what if everything that was going wrong was actually going right? Indeed, it was direction. What if your struggles are shaping you? It was shaping me. What if the setback was a setup? Indeed, absolutely it's a setup. You have that kind of mindset, man. Life is going to give you the most abundant things, but you have to be open and receptive to receive it and ask the question again, Is it worth it? And he finishes, maybe life isn't happening to you, it's happening for you. And I want to change that. Maybe life isn't happening to you, it's happening from you. So if your life is a shit show right now, what's going on the inside is creating that shit show. You can believe me or not, but really think about it. If you, like, and I've said it many times here at America's Mentor, you take an inventory of your thoughts every day and you realize what you're attracting every day because you're feeling it. You're vibrating it. Your magnetism is amplified to that moment. So what are you being in that moment? Because from that being, you're going to create from. It'll help you think twice about losing your shit over little things and keep dwelling on it and keep dwelling on the past relationships and the failures and this and that in your life. Realize it was a setup. It's a stepping stone of a reflection of who you were. When you realize who you are, you realize, wait, I'm not that person anymore. I'm a different person because I have a different energy. I may look the same, but on the inside, it's a completely new circus, man, with spotlights and stars and how I open the show. That's how I reflect on life every day. It has changed everything about me. And what about you? Again, ask the question, is it worth it? Absolutely. Is your health better? Yes. Are you feeling better? Yes. Are you attracting better? Yes. Are you happier? Yes. You start answering and asking those kind of questions, man, life is going to only change for you. So happy Wednesday. Some Wednesday wisdom for you on American Mentor _radio on Instagram. Check out, who's that lady again, man? Inner Life with Asha. A-S-H-A. It was Asha or Asha. Awesome lady, man. Check her out, guys. And hashtag American Mentor on YouTube. Much love for the Jackson views on YouTube, guys. Subscribe, share. Enjoy your Wednesday. I will talk to you guys soon, man. Hopefully this helped.